minutes run. Just keep remember, we can't stop, and if you feel you need to stop sometime soon, then try to move around the pedal so you will discover different muscles to work for you and keep going. You can start with a very simple double bass pattern and try to relax as much as possible. Then you can move around the set and try to apply some drum fills, maybe a solo or something, and that's where your hands will not coordinate with your feet and will start kind of feel uncomfortable. So when you feel this, just return on the beat and try to relax again. The next one is one of the most effective double bass exercises as far as control goes. What I basically do here is playing an 8th note double bass pattern and then jump to 8th note triplets, 16ths, 16th note triplets, and then 3rd second notes, while I keep the same beat on my hands. There is a whole system behind this, so let's start first by playing an 8th note double bass pattern. Then we jump to 8th note triplets. Now before I move on to the 16th note pattern, I'm going to make sure I can switch from 8th note to 8th note triplets. Okay, now I can move on to the 16th note pattern. And then will be the same deal. I'm going to go from 8th notes to 8th note triplets, and then 16ths, and then always back 8th note triplets and 8th notes. Okay, now we can go to the 16th note triplets, and then will be the same deal. From 8th notes up to 16th note triplets and back. Let's see now the 16 triplets and 3rd second notes, each one separate. I'm going to demonstrate the whole thing for you now. Basically, I'm going to go from 8th notes up to 8th note triplets, 16ths, 16 triplets, 32nd notes, and then come back 16 triplets, 16ths, 8th note triplets, and 8th notes. Let's go. Okay, this one can be a daily workout, and I guarantee you some great results about your balance. There are some other options as well. We can play the whole thing together as a unison. Same deal here, up to 8 notes, 8 note triplets, 16s, 16 note triplets, 30-second notes, and come back. Let's go. Okay, for even better results, we can split this around the set. So playing unison snare and my feet, and then move up to my third tom, and then fourth tom, and then my first floor tom, you will definitely feel your balance changing. So here's 4 basic ways. Okay, the last thing I would like to show you about this will be the alternate way between hands and feet. This one will be a little bit tricky, but definitely not hard. So, will be the same deal here. I'm gonna demonstrate the whole thing on my snare drum, between snare and my kick drums. And then I can apply my 4 basic ways by splitting the whole thing on my drum set. This is what will be asked by your band to play mostly in the music, so that's what you need to focus the most. Then of course you can move on to the advanced rhythm scale, because challenging is always great. So this one will be the advanced way of this double bass rhythm scale. I'm going to start with the patterns first, and I'm going to go from groups of 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then always come back to the beginning point. Don't forget the other two ways to practice this exercise, and that will be the unison way and the alternate way. Of course, you can apply all the feels we did on the basic rhythm scale also. Good luck. Like on the blast beats as well, my main approach on double bass speed is going to be playing everything on different speed levels, which I set every time. So the main idea was to be able to go from slow to medium and then fast, and always come back to the starting point. So we'll be slow, medium, fast, medium, slow. After doing this and repeat 4 times every day, I'm already warm up and ready to go on the next level, which is going to be my max speed. Doesn't really matter if you use a metronome and you have programmed a click already for from slow to medium fast, or your max speed, for example. I always do this without a metronome, just try to get different motion. So my slow is going to be below 120, for example. So that's going to be the first level of motion. Then I'm going somewhere around 120 to 180, and then from 185 or something and up for the third speed level. As for the max tempo, it also doesn't matter. What it matters though is to get a little bit different motion than your third level. So it doesn't matter if it's like 240, 250, 260 or up. Just try to get a little bit different motion than your speed level, which is the third one. Okay, the next concept includes all this extreme double bass drumming and these extreme beats as well. This is something I used to practice for years, and I think it's a must for every death metal drummer out there. Basically what it is, it's a click track which starts at 200 BPM and goes up to 280 BPM. So it starts at 200 BPM and stays there for 30 seconds, which I will be asked to play blast beats, bone blasts, blast variations, double bass, whatever. Then I get a break of 15 seconds, just to give enough time to my muscles to relax before I move on. and then I raise the bar 5 BPM and so on. So the main idea of it is to play at 200 BPM for an X amount of time and then take half of this time as a break. Then we move on to 205 and then we do the same, get a break, and then 210, 215, 220, up to 280 or whatever we want. I used to do 1 minute and getting 30 seconds of a break, but I think this is too much, so maybe you should do the 30 seconds and 15 seconds break. Here's a simple 15 seconds demonstration for you, so you'll figure out what I'm talking about. I was always a big fan of power drumming, and this is pretty much the reason I use mostly wrists. Even for the very fast blast beats, I just learned to play with wrists. So my grip will look something like this. This is where I hold the stick, my grip actually, and I use these two fingers to control the stick. So. As for the blast beats, I use a lot of Meller motion. Here's a strength building exercise which is based on the single stroke roll. The only thing you have to really be careful about is the stick height. Use as much as you can and try to relax as much as possible. Okay, next one will be the syncopated inverted paradiddle. This is a great workout for your hand technique and your creativity as well. It's very easy to apply on a very musical concept, and you can come up with great ideas. First thing we have to do is get really familiar with the inverted paradiddle. Okay, next we will try to apply some accents on. So let's check out the on the beat accents. That will be the first note of each 16-note group. Okay, let's find now the offbeat accents. That will be the fourth note of each 16-note group. So we have right, left, left, right. Okay, so this is the next single stroke after the on the beat accent. Okay, right, left, left, right. That will be the offbeat accent. Then we need to spend a little bit of time by playing on and off the beat accents every 1 bar or 2 bars or whatever, just to get a little bit more familiar with it. Let's see now some different ways to practice these on and off the beat accents. Okay, let's move on to phrasing now. We're going to get quarter notes and eighth notes, and we're going to try to apply them with this inverted paradiddle, like accents. So every other note is going to be a ghost note. Here are some more examples of all these different ways we saw earlier. Being a death metal drummer and play at those speeds and volume usually makes your chops suffer. So here's a very simple exercise which will keep your chops alive. The way I practice is in our hotel room, backstage, or everywhere I can have my practice pad will be 30 seconds for each sticking. So it's a total of 3 minutes. The way I approach all these extreme feelings is like I was always trying to get into a very relaxed drum beat and then just push for one bar by just moving around the set really fast. So basically, by playing a simple backbeat and trying to relax, I think this is the best you can do. Remember to give some time to your muscles to relax and to avoid any kind of damages for your arms. So this is pretty much the reason I go with a basic backbeat and not by playing a blast beat or something more extreme. Another way I used to work a lot on would be to get some simple phrases, drum fills, and make as many combinations as I can and just apply them on different speeds. So here's an idea of what I'm talking about. I'm going to get 4 simple phrases. I'm going to demonstrate them for you on my snare drum, and then I'm going to try to make some more combinations and play them on different speeds. This is a great workout for your hands and also for your shoulders, especially when you have to cover up a distance like my second tom to my floor tom.